Hello everyone, welcome back to Command Wolf Gaming. I'm CWG and welcome to Cache Cleaning Simulator. Or more like welcome back to Cache Cleaning Simulator. Oh god. Let's sort that out in a minute. Today we're actually going to be doing a tips and tricks episode. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot in episode quantity for this because honestly this is just kind of more of one of those chill and relax type of games. So I don't even know if I'm going to stream this a lot. So um, so you might only get one episode out of me for this specifically. But in today's episode, where this is the only tips and trips episode I'm going to be doing, we're actually going to be doing three different sorting methods for marked and unmarked bills. Now, if we take a look at here, I'm going to take one of these packets over here. These are all marked bills. So if we take them out, as you can see, they all have red stamps on here, right? That means that these bills are all marked in some form or fashion with different type of markers. We got crosses, we got X's, we got eyeballs, we got all sorts of things in here. Throw that back into the machine real quick here. Okay, very good. So, we got 3 packs just like that. They're completely marked up. And we're also going to take 3 packs of normal bills. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good. And what we're going to do, we're going to mix the packs up. And then we're going to try 3 different methods of sorting and see which one is going to be the fastest. Now, I would do also the counterfeit bills, like so. But that's really kind of counteracted when you get a large sorting machine. Because the large sorting machine, when you put counterfeit bills in there, right, it will split them out. I'll just take one grouping here, just to throw it in the machine to kind of prove my point here. There you go. So we're not going to be worried about doing and separating counterfeit bills. Now, it is this task, whatever option 1 and option 2, you can use to sort out counterfeit bills, right, as well. But we're more focused on the marked bills at the moment because that's the biggest issue in the game, because there is nothing specifically, as far as I know, that's in the game to sort out marked bills. You got to manually do that, or you got to avoid every single mission that's asking for marked bills. So in either case, I don't think that's going to happen. Random 20. Random. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut these up like so. Ooh, look at that pretty money over here. And I'm just going to get them mixed. And then as soon as I get them done mixed, I'll tell you what the options are. Alright, so we got our pile mixed. Now, option 1 is actually probably going to be the cheapest option for everyone out there. Probably option 1 and 2, technically. So, well, option 2 would be the cheapest. Whatever. So anyway, I'll show you how much this is going to cost. So what you're going to do, if for both option 1 or in option 2, or either or, depending on how much you want to spend. So option 1 is actually getting the money gun, which is 150 cryptocurrency, and also a portable UV lamp. I don't know why I have one in my cart. I think I don't remember why I did it, but yeah. So for option 1, what we're going to do is we're going to take the gun and we're going to basically spit out the cash right in front of our UV light. So we're looking at about, what, 900 cryptocurrency for this. This is why I keep this off. Yeah, when you're doing this, you're going to need as little light as possible. You don't have to turn off the furnace, but most likely when you're doing the, what was it called? The counterfeit bills, you're going to want all the lights off, or as many as you can off. Kill the neons over here as well. Ooh, now it's dark and spooky. Alright, so that option 1 would be kind of spread out like this. Now, option 2, we'll take the packs and we'll actually discard them one at a time. And we're just going to go into giant arcs, right? To basically spread out the bills as much as possible. And then option 3 is my method of doing it. And you can do this with the small one, but I prefer to use the large one because it's easier to kind of sort it out a little bit better. But yeah, we're also going to time this as well to make sure we're kind of all even with it. I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, then I'm just going to go and start doing it. So, ready? 3. Actually, hold on, let me just check the time. Okay, 4 a.m. We still have time. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so we separated the two piles of 600 bills. I'm going to have to get sleep again tonight. 600 bills. And I don't know what the time is. I'm actually going to leave it unedited. I'm going to take it. I'm going to just put the timer up on my recording and see what that is. So you guys can see that right there. So next is, after we cycle back into night, let's take the bills, throw them back into a pile. All right. So option 2, I'm trying to make this as fair as possible. I'm going to pick this up, spread this around, and so ready. Let's start the time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Going to kibosh this test because I don't think it turned out well. I think the bills really didn't get mixed up well enough, and I really want to make sure that we give the testing equal shake on here, right? So I got to remix this actually so much more in order to get us a good mix going on here. So I got to go back and forth between the two piles. Yeah, as soon as I got I kept on getting weird batches. I was like, Wait, why am I getting so many here and not here? And it's just, yeah, it was just a bad mix. So let's retry this again. Take this, throw that over there. Now, I'm going to make a comment here and a special note for those who don't really understand why I'm remixing the batch. It's because that it is truly randomized, but I want to try to give it the best benefit of a doubt, giving option 1, 2, and 3. If we just already have it kind of manually sorted, right? And then in the next test, it doesn't go over well, like, and it kind of speeds it up, then that means that it didn't work out at all. So, all right. So we ran this through the machine a couple times, right? Sorting and unsorting and sorting and unsorting. So we are going to give this the best chance, benefit of doubt type of situation, because obviously when we get the bills in, they're going to be in a giant mixed pile anyway. So that's going to kind of have some marked, some unmarked in weird batches. So again, we're gonna pick this up, gonna go like this, back and forth, and go. Ready? Hold on, let's just check the time. Good enough. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Time. All right. Oh. And time. Well, whatever. 2 bills is not going to make a big difference. So, now we got that sorted. So that seemed, I honestly kind of like that a little bit better. First of all, it is going to be the cheapest method of doing this. Second of all, it'll allow you to spread out the bills a little bit more and kind of separate them, so it can speed it up. Now, we did get great swaths of like marked and unmarked bills that were just arbitrarily grouped together, right? So it is like here or there on it, right? But again, this is all really highly dependent on, you know, uh, what you're sorting out, you know. Obviously, if you got the bigger machine, it makes it easier to sort bills out in comparison to the smaller machines. It's just, I guess it really does play into the factor. Now, the next method is we're going to be using this machine. Yes, we can use the smaller one, but this works better with the bigger machine. But we can also do the smaller one as well to kind of prove the point that it really doesn't matter which method we're going to use. However, this is going to be highly dependent on what you unlock. This is actually my own personal method, and really probably going to be the most expensive one out of the group. So first of all, we actually don't need this anymore. Put this up here. Technically, we do need it, so because we got one over here. So for this method, we're going to need not the money gun. we're going to need a portable UV lamp and also the money counter large, which is 2,500. So that is a bit more expensive, and also this area to be unlocked, which is not too hard to unlock. The only reason is because we need this workbench, and even in the workbench, we also need, not there, we also need the ultraviolet inspection lamp in the workbench. So it does kind of really add up in the end. Yeah, it's probably going to be the most expensive method out there. Again, you can use this small counter to do that, the first portion, which I'm going to show you. But then after that, you're still going to need this lovely device here, the workbench. But let me get them all mixed up first, and then we'll move on to my method. Okay, now that we got this mixed, we are going to use the large counter for this, just for the simple fact that we can use the large counter for this. Now, to make this fair, I did say you can use the small counter for this as well. This one, right? The only difference is that this, it goes to 100 pieces alone, and this goes to, well, any denomination of, well. So you can, like packs, so 150, 20, 10, whatever, right? So we're actually going to do this as 100 per pack, like it would be on here, so that we kind of make this even across the board for starting equipment to brand new equipment. So, and what we're going to do is we have the UV light on the side here, and this will allow us to look for marked bills. Now, if we have any unmarked bills, we would take it and would put it in this pile over here. Or if we get marked bills, we take them and we bring them over here and sort them on the workbench. Obviously, this should be mixed up enough that we can, get a couple marked bills in each pack. But we'll see how this goes, because even in that second test, we really didn't get, we had some packs that had more marked bills and then some with less. So it's very, very like random amount. So let's start in 3, 2, 1, go! And time! Alright. Whew! Okay, I am going to allow a small margin of error on all of them, but my god, that was bad. I didn't realize that we were so close to sunrise. Yeah, it's 8:56. So it does help out that you do have kind of like a darker space to work with, right? But my god, boy, that was terrible. Anyway, I think that is it for trying the couple different methods to see like which one kind of works out. I personally like to do 3. I feel like that's the most easiest because you can actually go over here. You can change this up to whatever denominator you want. So I usually do 50, 20 at the least. Just for the simple fact that allows me to put it onto the bench and more clearly see it. So I am going to say that using the workbench is a huge limiting factor, and I do agree that it's not probably going to be the best for everyone to use. So I will say that option 3 is a huge, like, you can do it, but I think for most people, it's just not going to be the most fun. The best thing for me, I think, with the workbench is it stores the stuff underneath into the containers. I think that's going to be like worth the time and energy using the workbench, because then we don't have to worry about having separate pallets, separate carts, whatever to get them sorted out. However, I think option 2, just for the simple fact that it seems a little bit quicker. Obviously, you're putting it out on the floor and you can see it easier. It's more spread out, and it is going to be the cheapest option right at the beginning, especially if you're using just the normal counter. And I think option 1 is probably going to be in the middle ground of between most expensive and the least expensive, right? It's available to use. I just don't think it's an easy way to do it. So out of the 3, personally, I like to do 3 just for the simple fact it's easier cleanup, easier to run. And option 2 would probably be the quickest way of doing it. I'll make sure to show you guys the time right here on screen of the various different tasks that I did. And, well, not the various tasks, but the various times in which it took to get everything sorted. So, well, if you guys like this episode, let me know down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys would use, option 1, 2, or 3. Which one do you prefer, if you have a preferred method of actually doing it? And maybe we'll test out some more things on what to do, or what can we do in this game to better keep our facility efficient as possible. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for tuning in today here on Command Wolf Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed the footage. Did you guys know only about 10% of you are actually subscribed to the channel? That's right, about 10% of you are actually subscribed to the channel. So make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification button to be notified on when I'm updating the channel, because I will be trying to update the channel as often as possible, including that doing some more live streams. This previous Saturday, I actually did a live stream where I did play some VR, and I also did do Monday and Tuesday night live streams. Those are more consistent. Tuesday night I usually play with the boys, and then Monday night I usually play a game, a strategy game or something like this on all my channels: YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, Twitch, and so on and so forth. So if you guys want to make sure to catch those during that time. Anywho, if you do want to see some more uncensored stuff and some more stuff that a week ahead of time, you got to make sure to tune into my Rumble channel, because all the videos that I usually put out here on YouTube will show up on my Rumble channel a week ahead of time. And also we'll do a exclusive live stream on a Wednesday night that will be exclusively to Rumble and Twitch itself. So make sure to tune in to me then as well. Anyway, guys, I think that is it for now. I want to thank you all for tuning in. As always, like, subscribe, and share. Spread the love. And I hope to see you guys next time here on Command Wolf Gaming. Bye-bye now.